Good morning to all traders on this Friday, the 4th of September. So overnight, we've had some interesting developments as the continuous rally on the US equity market took a step backwards as the long-awaited correction took hold. The Nasdaq was the main talking point as it dropped almost 5%, which is quite significant as the pullback really took hold from the recent record rallies that we have been seeing in the market. As we closed the week, the highlights were mainly on the US employment front. The US factory activity had its strongest growth since 2018 as the ISM figures were released. We also had the initial jobless claims fall by 130,000 to just under 900,000, which is quite significant as well because it was hovering around the 1 million mark for the past few weeks. So quite a good step forward in the right direction, let's say, for the US job market. Previous reports this week noted that Australia was in its first recession for nearly 30 years, so we have seen quite a bit of negativity around the Aussie. Later today we have the NFP and the Canadian unemployment rate, which may shake up markets even further. So today I wanted to take a look at the Aussie Kiwi first with the help of the Ichimoku cloud. So what I've been seeing, I'm going to take it on the 4-hour chart at the moment. What I've been seeing is a bit of a support line here. And if we just put some levels in just to see what the potentials are for today, we can see that it's gone through one test on the 38.2. It's far away from the cloud at the moment and just touching the Tenkan line. So it is an indication that it could keep pushing a little bit lower on the 4-hour chart. So we're just waiting to see what's going to happen in the next few hours as we go into the trading day. Obviously, as the news comes out of America, this could shake this particular pair up a little bit more. I'll just bring you down to the 1-hour chart to get a little bit more of a short-term perspective. So on the 1-hour chart at the moment, we can see that there is a confluence between the Tenkan and the Kijun, which indicates more of a chance of a breakout. Because it's trading at the lower end of the cloud, indications are that it could actually drop lower. If it does drop and break this trend line, then there is a potential for it to drop even further, and this was towards the 61.8. So this is what I'll be looking at today. If it doesn't actually break and it does see a bounce here, then we could see it possibly push up to the recent highs that we saw at the beginning of the week. So very, very interesting to keep an eye on that. I also wanted to look today at the Canadian Swiss because I've seen over the past couple of weeks that we've seen a very good indication of an uptrend. So we've basically completed this leg here. This was from the beginning of July until the first week in August, and then we're seeing a bit of a bullish momentum here. So what I've been looking at is just to see if it's going to, I'll just zoom in just to see if it's going to either touch the cloud and be submerged and possibly have a bit of pressure on the downside, or bounce around this area here. It could actually pass the 38.2, which is a 69-cent area, which is a very good psychological area. And if it can maintain this hold, there is room for further upside. So these are the levels I'll be looking at today. If I just go into the 1-hour chart, just to give a little bit more perspective. So again, we're looking basically at this area here. At the moment, again, the prices are trading between the Tenkan and Kijun lines, which indicates that there could be a breakout. Whether or not it will be down or up will depend on if it can maintain this hold around this support level. So I'll be looking basically today at the 69-cent area. If it can bounce and push higher, then I believe it will probably keep going up to the 70-cent, possibly by the end of the day. That's all from me today. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them on the post and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great trading day ahead. Bye for now.